Hey guys, welcome to oddsmarket.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. Here on the line is Stuart from tipsterhq.com. We're taking a look, it's a tough task, but we are taking a look at the value bets taking place from all of the World Cup qualifier matches taking place on Friday the 11th. Stu, are you up for the challenge?
It's been tough, I have to say. It's not exactly been easy, but I've picked out a few.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount, but
Well,
few.
we've got matches taking place from, if I am not wrong, here we're from Europe, Africa, and CONCACAF.
Yes.
Yes.
I've stuck to Europe mainly, I have to say.
You stuck to Europe. Okay, so go on. Give us your first tip.
Let's see. The first one is, let's see what I've got listed here. Czech Republic against Norway. I don't know which way we're going for this one. But looking at it, I think the odds are worth going for the draw. So I think there'll be a fair bit of value in this one. 3.4 with Pinnacle on that.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. Do you know what I've got on my notes here as well? I previewed that with Bernardo from the Al Tips. Draw. I was like, you know, a draw or a draw no bet, if you are going to play the outrights, was quite surprised to see Czech Republic there, 2.07. Obviously, they are at home. But, you know, they're pretty sort of neck and neck here. If you look at sort of like their stats. I really liked on this match, not a huge amount of value, but I did like Norway to score over 0.5 goals. So just to score a goal there, 1.62. What other matches are you looking at?
France versus Sweden, how does that grab you?
Yeah, I like that match a lot. Go on.
Right, obviously I live in France, so I should really be a little bit more biased towards them. But I think they're going to struggle in this one. Sweden, a tough side to get anything from. They're not fantastic in terms of going forward, but they're hardy, and I can see this one ending in a draw. Now I'm going to actually be a little bit circumspect. I'm going to go for the double chance, which is not a market I go into often, but go for X2, so the home and the away win. Odds of 4 with Bet365.
I think maybe I'm rubbing off on you, Stuart.
You have picked out a few double chances in the past, haven't you?
That's one of my favourites. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What other matches are you looking at?
We talked about this one earlier tonight, actually. Romania versus Poland. And I'm going to stick with my guns on this one. I think Poland are going to win this one. Unfortunately, odds have dropped a bit. It was 2.65 just yesterday with Pinnacle, and it's now 2.57. So the odds, the value is slipping away. I think if it goes below 2.5, then people should avoid it. But right now, I think there's a sliver of value there.
What about, you're looking at the match Malta versus Slovenia Group F. So obviously, Malta, one of the competition underdogs, but you can certainly get some value. Slovenia minus 1.5, 1.8, or Slovenia half-time, full-time, also 1.8. Obviously, Malta, they are conceding on average 3 goals a match. Slovenia half-time, full-time.
Yeah, I think you're doing okay, but it's not a match I've taken a huge look at, I have to say. It's not one of those that really grab me, and I tend to go through them and say, right, which ones of these just look like there might be some value in it first, and then look a little bit deeper. So maybe you've picked out something there that I haven't seen.
All right, moving over to CONCACAF here. One of the matches that we did discuss earlier, Honduras versus Panama. Looking at the Honduras win there, 1.92. Do you think there's value in that? Or do you think better sort of like play on a draw or a draw no bet or something like that? What's your tip for that match?
My tip for that one is both teams to score no. I think you need to be looking a little bit higher if you want to get value. Anything 2.1 and above, I think, would be value, but I don't think it's ever going to get there. I found both teams to score no, 1.7 with Bet Victor, and I think that's got a pretty good chance of winning.
Yeah. And also we were talking earlier as well, you are certainly a stats man, and we were looking at the Trinidad and Tobago versus Costa Rica, and you said the odds of their 1.7 for the away Costa Rica win, you said was tremendous value.
Yeah, I thought that was great value. I think anything above 1.5 would be pretty good value. My baseline on that one's 1.45, so 1.7. That's fantastic. It's a really good set of value on it.
Yeah, and actually talk about your numbers. The other match, San Marino versus Germany. I was shocked, not in a good way, to see Germany to win 2-0 at 1.18. But you were like, wow, that actually is value. You were expecting that to be even lower.
Well, I think Germany have got a pretty good defence, and I think there's virtually no chance of San Marino scoring. If you look at how many goals they've scored in history, and then look at how many teams have managed to score any goals against Germany, and I think 1.18. I think that's got a fair bit of value.
Now, final match I want to talk about, Libya versus Tunisia. It's the only World Cup qualifier Africa match taking place on Friday. Tunisia are the favourites there on the road, 1.5, Libya 8.5, draw 4, all those odds with Pinnacle. But they're no stranger to each other. They last met playing the African Cup of Nations, but it was every time the team had the home advantage, they would win by 1-0. So with that being said, there could be some value on, say, Libya 8.5, Libya and the draw, which is don't have those odds there, but certainly with value. Or basically following trend and just playing the under 2.5 goals there, 1.83.
Yeah, I'm following trend. The 2.5 goals, 1.85 with bet 365. I found a little bit earlier. So if the odds are still around now, I think it's pretty good. Anything above 1.75, I think should be pretty good. Decent value on that.
Yeah, all right, awesome stuff. Stuart's actually written an article for us over at oddsmarket.com detailing the value picks there for Friday the 11th. If you want to go check that out, should be in the link below this video. And Stuart, thanks for joining us.